Next on the list, Brooks, I want to talk about Palace's appeal for the Europa League has been rejected. I'm going to read a couple of things here, so hold tight for a second.
Yep.
Crystal Palace will play in the UEFA Conference League after losing their appeal against demotion from the Europa League. The ruling for the Court of Arbitration or Sport, CAS, also confirms Nottingham Forest's spot in the Europa League, having been promoted in Palace's place. Having initially qualified the Europa League by winning last season's FA Cup, we all know Crystal Palace beat Manchester City 1-0 in the FA Cup last year. Palace were removed from the competition because their owner, John Textor, who owns a 45% stake in the club, is the majority owner of the French club Lyon. He did not place his Palace shares in a blind trust. The club had until the 1st of March 2025 to show UEFA proof of multi-club ownership restructuring, but missed the deadline. Lyon kept their place in the competition as they had finished higher in their respective leagues. Lyon finished 6th, while Palace finished 12th. Obviously, 12th doesn't get you into Europe, but winning the FA Cup does. The CAS's ruling against Palace said that UEFA's regulations were clear and do not provide flexibility to clubs that don't comply by the deadline, as Palace had claimed. The court also concluded that Textor did have a decisive influence over the clubs and that Palace did not receive unfair treatment. Listen, you didn't comply. That's it. What are you arguing about? What are the fans lighting off flares and putting UEFA Mafia, on their shirt and holding up big flags at the Community Shield for? You didn't comply. It's been proven that your owner, John Textor, has 45% stake in your club. He helps make decisions. He also owns a majority stake in Lyon. What are we talking about here? Why do you think everybody's against you? Brooks, this is ridiculous. I think people are just, whining to whine.
Yeah. Well, I think John Textor, after the date, finally sold the remainder of his shares of Lyon. So I believe he got out of that one. So he's
correct.
But yeah, you got to meet the deadline. You knew you had to sell the shares by the certain date of March 1st of last spring. So, I mean, what we talk about here. So, it's just rules are rules, right? Rules are rules, and this is how it works. And unfortunately, you can be mad at your owner. I know they were sending like fake bags of money or whatever to UEFA or something, whatever the fans are doing. So, yeah, I think I saw something about that. But
listen, I think UEFA and FIFA are super corrupt. They're all together. They're all in it together to make money. I get it, but if you comply and you do things before the deadlines and you play by the rules, I think everything turns out just fine.
Yeah.
Rules are rules. You just said it. Like, I don't understand what Crystal Palace are whining about here.
Yeah, it all goes back to the multi-club ownership. So,
Sure.
It's what happens when you have a team and you own several different teams and leagues and they start to play in the same stuff in Europe. I mean, you're better off owning a team in like Europe and then go to Japan and buy a team, or go to America and buy a team, or Australia to buy a team, or whatever, so nothing conflicts. So